This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. There are still a lot of people out there who are working from home. They're doing video conferences. Maybe you're a freelancer and you are primarily working from home and doing meetings with your clients via video. I still see a lot of people can't quite figure out why their video just looks terrible and how best to utilize a work from home setup that makes you look great on camera. The big three: video, audio, and lighting. There's a few ways you can accomplish all of these things. Best thing you can possibly do to improve your video is to get an external webcam. Especially if you're on a laptop, get an external webcam. Stop using your laptop webcam. Don't use a built-in webcam on your laptop. It is at a bad angle, always. The video quality isn't going to be as good. No sort of versatility with where to place that webcam. This webcam here is a Logitech webcam, fairly inexpensive. You can get a pretty good webcam for right around the $100-ish range. I have had a bunch of conversations with people who, like I do, they have multiple monitors set up, but they still set their laptop over to the side, and that's what they use for their webcam. They're talking to me, looking at my video on their screen, but then the video is from the side. All I'm seeing is the side of their head. Yeah, that sounds great. They're not looking at me at all. There's a lot less connection there because they're not even trying to look at me. If you are going to use a webcam that's not right in front of the primary source of thing that you happen to be looking at least acknowledge that webcam every once in a while. One of my biggest pet peeves on meetings is when I'm meeting with someone and you have the people who are obviously not focused, they're not paying attention. If we were sitting in a face-to-face meeting, that would just be unacceptable. I think a lot of people try to multitask during meetings, so they just shut their camera off. To me, that's completely unacceptable. When you're in a meeting, the reason we have video conferencing utilities is so we can connect with each other. You should always turn your video on. But for some reason, people are afraid of turning on their video. I think a big part of that, people don't want to get dressed for work. I could talk about that in a whole other video. Maybe they're embarrassed on what's behind them. Maybe they just don't have a very good setup. Maybe they don't want to see themselves on camera. Maybe they just don't think it's important. Most of the time, you should have your camera on. If you're meeting with someone, turn your camera on. If you hop into a meeting, you just see all those blank little circles, no one has their camera on, that's fine. Leave your camera off. If no one else is going to do it, you don't have to. But if one other person has their camera on, you should turn your camera on. Maybe it's just the two of you who have your camera on, but guess what? You guys are going to look a lot more professional and a lot more engaged, and you're probably going to remember the meeting better because you weren't multitasking because you were paying attention to the video. Right now, I'm comparing this webcam to the quality of that camera, so it's not going to look as good, but it's probably going to look better than what you have on your laptop. And the big reason for that is because the camera is not down below my face, it is up right at my eye level there. It's at the top of my monitor. You can see it on the right-hand side there. There's a little blue ring around it that shows it's on. When I'm talking, I'm not looking down at someone, I'm not looking over at someone. These webcams do have a microphone built into it. I am not using the microphone on that webcam. It's going to be tinny. It's going to feel like you're in an empty room because you're further away from it. It's not like this where you can get it close up to your face if you need. I could get really loud on this thing. It picks up audio so well, and that's why I keep it above over here. Anytime I'm joining a video conference, it's still picking up my voice, even if I'm looking over at that monitor, if I'm looking over at this monitor, but more importantly, if I'm looking at my primary webcam, it's picking up my voice. The easiest upgrade you can make for your audio is to get an external microphone. When I'm doing conferences, I don't like having the microphone stretch in front of my face. When I'm in my office at work, I wear a headset because all I have is the webcam and I don't want to use the webcam audio. Better for me to wear the headset just in case if someone's walking by, they're not hearing everyone else talk. They can hear me better because I have the microphone in front of my mouth. When you have a microphone in front of your mouth, don't eat the microphone. Most of the time, you should set it right about there. I try to set the microphone below my mouth so I'm speaking over it, not exactly into it and eating everything. When I'm at home, I don't use headphones. I use this microphone. I don't get any echo because a lot of the modern conferencing systems, Teams, Zoom, they have echo cancellation in them. There's a headphone jack on it, so if I wanted to, I could just plug headphones into there. This is the one I used for many years, and this I think is maybe a $30 or $40 microphone. And I would just set it right in front of me here. The microphone is here. You can't see it. The people I'm talking to can't see it. When I was looking at my webcam, the microphone was right underneath it. So as I would talk toward the webcam, that's when they would hear me the best. When you're typing, it's gonna pick up the typing. So especially if it's on your desk, this is gonna pick up your typing a lot more than having a microphone that's up and away. Ride the mute button. When you have to type something, mute yourself, do your typing, unmute yourself. Now the other thing to talk about is light. Now you'll see I have this ring light sitting around my camera in front of my face. What I like about this particular ring light is it has a control on it, so I can turn it off if I want. I still have plenty of light on my face. The reason for that is the window in my office is back there. Lighting is very important. Just having that light source behind that camera is going to give natural color, richer color. It's just going to make it better. When I'm doing photography, I would rather shoot in natural lighting than use an external light source or an LED light or a flash or anything like that. And I've rearranged my office about 6 times in order to get a good position where I have the window behind my camera. I want to make sure I have a good light source. Having the ring light is really nice if it's nighttime or something. The reason I have a ring light is because I can set my camera right in the middle of it and it provides good lighting. I used to just have a light. I have a desk lamp over there that also I can turn the brightness up and down on, and that's what I used to use. I would set my webcam over here. I would just turn that so I could have some light on my face. Having this sort of tunable, adjustable light, it means that you can have a meeting at any time of day and look relatively the same and relatively normal and natural. My video tends to look better, not because my office, not because my smile, it's because I just pay attention to things like light, video, audio, and ambiance. It's a lot easier than a lot of people make it. Hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.